It's like if, I don't know, you went up to one of those vans on Fry Street that had like the herbal remedies. And it's like, well, this is not FDA approved, but this will get rid of your migraines. It'll also give you chlamydia, but
what if, the best part about that is I already have migraines. So,
and migraines.
Oh, and also chlamydia.
Yeah, chlamydia. Welcome into the Really Random Podcast. I'm Colton Pettyjohn. That's Drew Boulder. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? Hey.
Hey,
how you living?
I'm good. I don't know why I have that pin. But I just want to start the episode by saying, of course, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grammy. By the way, I've been needing to reach out to my Grammy. I miss her. I love her. But don't watch this episode because I'm sure, as always, things will probably get rated
his fault.
G.
I thought you were going to say rated JG, and we were going to say what's up to our boy.
By the way, we recorded a podcast with him a couple weeks ago, or it was probably like a month or so ago, and it was so off the rails that he was like, I'm not posting this.
I wanted to post it so bad. I watched it and I was like, this is never going to be good or to post, but it's so good. Colton said the N-word a couple times.
No.
Let's see what else. I think you said something about how you are not pro-life or something like that.
I don't want to get into any of that stuff.
He didn't say any of that. That was me.
But we did. We met up at a bar beforehand, and then we went back to their house and had a couple more drinks. And yeah, you can tell in the video that will never be released that there was way too much to drink.
I was like,
I want to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, we deleted them.
Damn it!
Sorry, dude. And by that I mean I still have the our version, but. I think I do. I think I might have deleted it. No, I did delete it. But I was like, Justin, please let let us post this as a bonus episode. Like whenever whenever we get famous somehow, please God. And then we could just post it as a bonus and everyone will love it. But yeah, that's not a good idea. Because we said a lot of, we say a lot of bullshit things here, but dude, on that, it was.
Dude, I turned into you that night.
Yeah. Well, whenever you have at least 2 drinks, that's whenever you start saying like fuck and dick suck and all that stuff, and you just let it fly. And normally it's me that's doing that.
Well, and I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you enjoy that.
Oh, I 100% do. That's why I try to drug you every time we go to record.
It's like, come on, drink more. Also,
I'm just drinking orange juice.
So I'm doing this dumb challenge thing, and I'm not technically supposed to have alcohol, but whatever.
That's not that. That's your.
I'm drinking a Fit Aid.
That's your. Oh, right. And what else?
I stole from Greg and grenadine.
Ah, that's it?
No, there's vodka in there. But it's fine. Sorry. It's fine.
I didn't mean to tell on you.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Hey, slick hat, dude.
Thanks, bro.
I told him, I was like, can you not wear that? Can you just move the hat out of the way of your eyes because I want to see your beautiful face? And then when he did it, I vomited.
You're like, no, actually just pull him down.
Yeah.
But real quick, want to get into, we appreciate everyone that has been so supportive of our Randumb Reactions videos on the MemeGirls page. If you don't know already, if you go to youtube.com/MemeGirls, we have a couple videos up. Our second edition of Randumb Reactions, and
because we're meme girls.
What if you were to give a quick description of what those videos entail?
So if you haven't watched any of the episodes, we have 2 of them out, then you're not really a randumpling, and you can just turn this video off. Get out of here. But also, please don't leave. We need this for our ego.
So, and some of those videos are better for some of our viewers because we know a lot of people don't always enjoy, or they don't have the attention span to listen or watch something that's an hour long, like our podcasts.
Yeah.
So these videos are only about 13 to 16 minutes long. And it's just us reacting to videos from girls getting hurt, nut shots, and
poor parenting.
Those are all Instagram accounts that if you're not following, you should go follow.
They're great. There's so much like, so literally they're kind of self-explanatory. Girls Getting Hurt. It's kind of silly because like I felt kind of bad that we were watching an Instagram account called Girls Getting Hurt and we're men. But f off. It's funny. And then Nut Shots is hilarious because it's just dudes getting hit in the nuts.
Yep.
But Poor Parenting, that one's kind of like all over the place, but it's just a bunch of kids. I don't want to say like kids just getting hurt, but like there was one video where this dad was like shotgunning a beer and he had a kid sleeping in his lap.
Oh yeah. Great parenting.
And yeah, so that was a home video of me and my father. I don't think I ever saw my dad drink alcohol. I think he just did heroin in front of me.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Look, he never did heroin. He just did PCP. But so basically like all we do is it's actually a very original idea that we came up with.
No one has ever done it before.
No one's ever done this where you watch a clip and then you record yourself watching it and you just kind of give a live reaction and no one's ever done that. No. But according to this comment right here, and I'm gonna put it because I also posted it to our Instagram page. Oh, that too. That reminded me. We have like so many new followers on Instagram, so thank you. And that's not a brag, but
no, we're
kind of a big deal now. Like, look, we have over 300 followers on Instagram.
So famous.
Yeah, this is how we need to start laughing.
Excuse me. Who are you?
That's what most women say when I go to hit on them. But yeah, seriously, thank you for all the new followers. We love you. And I started posting dumb stuff on the story. I told you about the quiz, right? That was like, yes. Who do you think's more handsome, Colton and Colton, or Colton or Colton?
Yeah.
I'm having a stroke, I think. Oh. I'm going to go stroke it.
It was, but apparently it was a close race.
It was neck and neck. I don't know. And then we have one follower now. I think he found us through the Girls Getting Hurt stuff, but his name is also Colton, but he spells it E-N.
The wrong way.
Like an idiot. No. I'm just kidding. But
love
Colton,
you, but
yeah,
that's the wrong way.
He sent me a DM and he goes, I thought this was about me. And I was like, well, I should have done an EN and that would have been funnier if he won, which he probably would have. Oh. So Colton, you're more handsome. Why did I just hear my Xbox go off? That's probably yours.
I think it was Nolan.
Huh?
Oh, I thought that was Nolan going. No. You have better hearing than I do.
That actually reminds. What's that? Sorry. Have you ever? It's a boonie hat that you have. Is boonie a bad word? It's not.
Everything's a bad word.
Okay,
now.
I know.
You
that's why I was
can't
like,
say anything.
That's why when I said it, I went, maybe I need to cut that. Back in the day, whenever I used to play Rock Band and Guitar Hero every single day with Mark, literally like 5 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
But when I went to sleep, I would close my eyes and I would see colors coming down. Not that you could see colors regularly, but what I meant was because you're stupid and colorblind. Sorry, Colton, I didn't mean that. But do you ever have like, is it where you just are looking at the same thing repetitively over and over during the day that you close your eyes and you're like, I see this spreadsheet or a Word document or something?
So actually, I've never been a huge gamer, but there have been times where I'll go like a couple weeks where I spend a lot of time playing a specific game, whether or not it's like Halo or Fortnite or whatever. And maybe this is just how stupid my brain is and how like simple it works. But if I play those games so much, I then later, when I'm walking around in everyday life, like I'll see life through the lens of that, and I'll kind of be like looking around the corner. Like if I just played Halo, I'll be like walking through like the store, and I'll be like
peeking corners and shit.
I like to play. We used to play SWAT all the time, and so I was always like moving my head.
Well, you always
so like stupid.
That is such a gamer thing though, because like we're such gamers, dude. But it's such a gamer thing to like when you're playing and in the game you need to move left and you move your body. Dude, you do that so much. And we have 2 videos where you'll be like, come on, and you're like leaning in, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Dude, and and it's difficult for me to sit down when I play, and so a lot of times I stand up.
You do
and stuff like that.
where you spread the legs thing. Where do you ever go behind the couch while you're doing it?
No.
Like we made this joke on Randumb Reactions 2 where every single guy in the entire world who has testicles, maybe Lance Armstrong doesn't do it as much, but you sit behind a couch and your legs are spread like this, like a V. And you shake back and kind of, I guess it's twerking, but not really.
No, you just kind of let them dangle and do the pat pat pat. Also, have you seen that? Have you seen that challenge on TikTok where
I thought you were gonna say like Pornhub or something.
No.
Oh, because I'll look it up.
No, but there's a challenge. I don't even know if it's a new challenge. I'm new to TikTok, so everything's new to me. But there's a a girl challenge. It's the cha-cha slide or whatever, and they go, can you clap without clapping your hands? So everybody clap your hands, and the girls just go
Yes. Well, I was
so what if you're just standing, everybody clap your hands.
Fine, we'll do it for our TikTok. Jesus. We should do the men's version of that. That would be hilarious. We came up with a really brilliant TikTok idea earlier, but it's so bad, but it's so good. How much time do we have left?
We got like 50 minutes.
Oh, shit.
we just
I thought
started.
it said 43. I don't have my stupid ass contacts, like I said.
No, you're good.
But whenever we do something later, I have to put my glasses on. But no, do you remember that one TikTok we watched of that girl? It was like when you forget that you're at work, and it was like and then she started like hoeing and like throwing her ass in the air, and she was like, and it was a happy birthday from all of us.
Yeah.
She was like,
professional.
Chili's.
Yes.
Did they sing that shit at Chili's? Didn't you work at Chili's?
Yeah.
How many more times do I have to say Chili's?
Every place that I worked at as a server had their own dumb happy birthday song. No one ever just sang happy birthday to you. Everyone had to have their own clever song.
And like nobody, like when you have a birthday at a restaurant, you don't want to be sung to. You just want a free fucking dessert.
Yes. Yes.
That's like the only reason. You don't go and be like, I can't wait for them to sing to me.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants that. So stop singing. Actually, don't stop singing. Just stop singing.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Sorry.
So the other day I was at work, and I don't always think on, like, when it comes to like jokes or whatever, I don't always think on my toes. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I think on my toes, okay. And then other times I'm like, that was a swing and a miss. Like I try and it was like not very good.
I do that most of the time when I'm talking to you, when you don't react. I'm like
you say something, I'm like, well, you've got to tell me that it's a joke so I know when to laugh. Because most of the things that you say, I'm like, it's not.
Oh,
but then I have to know. No, but if you tell me it's a joke, I'll laugh.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you.
You always laugh.
Just kidding.
I was like, honestly, I almost was like, hey, can we stop this? Are you serious? Because most of the time I know what will make you laugh, especially if it's and there's some things that I say off camera that shouldn't be ever on camera to make Colton laugh, like the N-word. But
no, don't.
Like this guy named Edward, and I don't have anything else.
I was like, are you gonna go or
Edward Cullen?
So I was at work and I was talking to my buddy. And
was it Enrique?
No, it was his name's Brandon. And
yes,
we were
tall.
talking about something, and he said something. I mean, he's always cutting me down. We're joking back and forth, like making fun of each other or whatever. And he said something, and I go, and I was like, I don't mean to change the subject, but the other day I was at home and I was on Amazon and I was scrolling through things to buy, and I found something that I think that you would really like.
Oh no!
And I was like, so I'll send the link to you. It's kind of expensive, but it's a sybian, and you should buy it and go f yourself. And he was like, the whole time he was like following along, like, oh really? Like does he know it was a joke?
Does he know what it is?
He knew what it was, and then as soon as I said sybian, he was like, and then I was like, and you should go f yourself. And he just died laughing. He goes, okay.
Yeah!
He was like, please, can I use that?
Yes,
and I was like, yes.
dude, that's so good. We used to talk about sybians. I think the best thing about those is like there's only a few people that know. I mean, that's not true. A lot of people know what it is, but there's a lot of people that don't know what it is. And then whenever you say sybian and they're like, what's that? And then you go Google it, and then they look that shit up, and it looks like a mechanical bull with a thing that you can put up yourself, you know?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what a sybian is, please look this up on your work computer, school computer, whatever you can.
Don't do incognito or private mode. Just
it's normal. SYBIAN. There's an XL also, but it basically, if you don't want to be brave, I want to see you be brave. If you don't want to be brave, don't look it up. But I'll just tell you basically what it is. It's a mechanical pull.
I was about to say, you just said it.
So what you want to do is, if you don't want to look it up, it's a mechanical pull. They say that your memory starts to fail if you masturbate a lot.
They say if you... I don't even know how to...
I was going to say it like 5 minutes later and be like, yeah, apparently they say your memory starts to go if you masturbate a lot.
Gross.
Have you seen that? Or not seen, but they say that if you... there's this old joke, but I'm going to tell it anyway, where this dad tells his son, hey, son, if you don't stop masturbating, you're going to go blind. And then his daughter goes... Dad, it's me, your daughter. Or something like that.
That's pretty good.
Dad, I'm over here. So he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have to bring my stupid glasses on, put them on because I'm deaf. And so,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. All right. So, Coca-Cola, you guys have heard of it. It's that soda that everyone drinks. And what is wrong? What happened to this table? Did it warp?
It's always been warpy.
Well, put your hand on this with me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Coca-Cola apparently now is doing in their training for new hire employees. Mm-hmm. One of their employees was taking pictures of the slides that was in their training video, and apparently it's now called the Try to Be Less White seminar. Oh. Because they're trying to confront racism by telling people to not be white.
Yes, that makes sense.
So, and I'll put these up for you guys. If you're listening, we'll talk through them, of course. But if you're watching, I'm also naked. So turn to the video, or don't. I don't know. Maybe that probably wasn't the best idea to tell them I'm naked. But my d- is out. Stop. So, so this first slide, this top says confronting racism, and then under it says understanding what it means to be white. And then says challenging what it means to be racist. Now, when I first read this, it says confronting racism, and then it says what it means to be white. And that is the only race that they talk about right there.
Yeah, that's very pointed. And I do understand that, white is in a lot of areas the majority, and,
mm-hmm.
You have the whole white privilege thing, and, most... we've definitely had an advantage for a long time, the white people. Sure. So I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if combating racism with racism is a great way to approach it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you came at me with a gun and I went, hey, Buster, I'm going to combat you with my gun because we don't need guns around here.
Yeah.
Like, that's not very good, and neither was that example. Okay, so next,
good.
The next slide literally says to be less white is to, and there's a list of it. The first one, be less oppressive. Now, Colton, this is something you and I have talked about. I told you to stop being oppressive. What's the one where you're oppressing me?
Yeah, oppressive.
Yeah, I'm oppressed.
Yeah.
Don't know what or why, but I told you to stop, and you did.
Yeah, so you're just telling people to stop being oppressive, even if they're... I don't know. I think most...
Whiteys.
I would hope most whiteys aren't oppressive. I don't think that's something that most people, like...
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, hey, again, Colton and I don't know if you guys know this, we are both white males, but... we do our damnedest to not be oppressive or racist or sexist, or I mean, we could throw literally anything in there, but the reason why we're saying we don't know if people are is because we aren't. If we knew that people were or saw that people were, that means we're hanging around the wrong people. Right?
Yeah.
So we do our best to just welcome everybody.
And I do imagine that there's still a problem, but like,
this is one of those subjects where we're trying hard not to say the wrong thing.
Well, it's also kind of like what we talked about in the Black Lives Matter video.
Yeah.
So I do understand the importance to address the racism and the oppressiveness of some white people or whatever, but putting them under the umbrella of you need to be less white.
Yeah.
So you need to be less oppressive and blah, blah, blah. When I imagine the majority of the people that work at Coca-Cola, I hope, don't have this issue.
Yeah, right. I would hope so.
And okay, so if we're going to go down the list.
Let's go down the list quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, be less oppressive was the first one. Be less arrogant.
There's one that I really want to hit on.
And then when I hit on it, you stop me.
But okay,
be less certain. What? Be less certain of what?
Yeah, so be less confident.
Yeah. You
in
want
yourself.
me to?
Don't be certain that you're correct on something.
So I'm going to come up to you and go, "Hey, I'm thinking Jimmy John's for lunch." Oh, you know what? Maybe no, I'm not.
Yeah,
Sure.
You're doing a great job of being less white.
Coca-Cola, hire me. Be less defensive.
Okay, I kind of understand that.
Sure. But what does that have to do with? Like, I'm gonna defend myself not because I'm white, but because I think sometimes when people say stuff, they're stupid. I don't give a shit if they're 8 years old or 30. If I think that they're wrong, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna defend. Well, I guess that's not really what they meant, but would it be more of like, whatever?
I think when it comes to addressing racism, I think a lot of people are quickly defensive to say, I'm not racist.
Oh,
and so
God.
like I get it.
We just did that. We literally just said, well, we're not.
We're not doing a very good job of being less white.
We didn't get to number 4 yet, so we didn't know. I'm defending ourselves again. Colton, we're not going to be able to get through. Be less ignorant.
So, as a whole, that's a great idea. Like, be less ignorant.
Right.
Be well informed. Be more knowledgeable of the culture and political climate. I get that, but that's such a broad stroke.
Yeah.
Be less ignorant. This one right here.
This is the one?
Be more humble.
Wait, so they want us to be less white by being humble?
Yeah, so
what?
Again, it's the whole arrogant thing. It's saying that white people as a whole, if you're super white, then that means that you're arrogant and that you need to be more humble. So I don't know. I'm confused because it's like, so if I'm humble, it means that I'm not very white.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Okay, so whoever wrote this is racist then.
Yeah.
So a white person wrote this, I think. My white guilt is running circles. So.
Yeah. So that I think that's what happens is when you have that white guilt. And I do think that there's something to, hey, I need to take a look and adjust the way that I approach life and blah, 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 because I've had things so good throughout my whole life. And I know that not every other race or ethnicity has had it that good. But I think if we go over the top and swing the other way, that we're guilty because we're white, but we haven't done anything inherently wrong ourselves, but we just feel bad for being born with the color skin that we were born with.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like something that someone with white guilt made.
Like they came to a board of all black directors and were like, look.
Yeah. So I'm very
that.
interested to ask some of our friends from different ethnic backgrounds, whether it's Black, Mexican, Asian. If you're not white, I'm really interested to know what you think of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm open to if we have a bunch of friends that are from other races that say, no, I like this, I think this is good, then I guess I'm open to it. I'm like if that's, but I would imagine that most of our friends would be like, this is a little over the top.
Right. I just think maybe if they didn't say be less white, I think maybe it says be more accepting of others or some shit.
I think
really not that hard.
I think at the top, I don't think that you need to target
less
white people. I just think
you're defending white people, you bigot.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying as a whole, like we just had a
that was good though. You were less certain right there. So good job.
I don't that's just me on a daily basis. I guess I'm not very white because I'm just extremely indecisive.
You aren't white though at all. And this could be taken as racist, but you listen to the most obscure rap music I've ever heard.
That doesn't mean I'm not white.
That's true. Why are my glasses fogging up?
It's getting hot in here.
It's hot in here, so take off all your
pants. Damn it.
But okay,
going
so
somewhere with
be
this.
more humble.
But at our work, we so like most companies I think did, when everything happened in the middle of the year last year, so COVID hit, of course, and then we had the racial injustice,
right,
and all that kind of stuff. A lot of companies revamped their racial awareness and stuff like that. So I get where this is coming from.
I mean, but they made this February 20th this year.
Oh,
Coca-Cola is a little bit late.
Yeah, they were working on this for 9 months to make sure it was just right, and then
and that's what they came up with.
This is what they came. But like my job, they just approached as a blanket statement, a very broad approach of just handling racism and not specifically targeting anyone that is being racist or whatnot. They did point out certain minority groups that have been oppressed and ways that the company can work together to be less oppressive or not less oppressive, but just
general.
Yeah, just do a better job to push forward the anti-racism movement.
Right.
And so I thought it was their new revamped training was good in my opinion.
Again, they didn't say, "Hey, this is how you be less white." Mm-hmm. Maybe I don't know. Am I offended? I don't know if I'm offended. I don't think I'm offended. I just think it's really stupid how they worded it. Anyway, just love everybody. And then going down the list, listen.
Okay.
No. Believe in what?
Okay. So
what?
So it kind of goes to. Have you ever heard the?
I'm also not gonna lie. I don't know what most of these were. Apathy, solidarity.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But
believe. What is that?
Have you ever heard of the Believe Women movement? So it's a very broad blanket statement. Back when the whole Me Too thing happened, is believe women. Okay. So yes, as a whole, of course, we need to believe. If someone says that something's happening, we need to believe that. But we also, I think we don't need to just blanketly
believe everybody.
Just believe without like questioning anything.
Well, sure.
Be like, yeah, I believe it. I don't know. Do believe, but
let me get some facts up in here.
Yeah, you also, and I don't know what we're believing. What are we trying to like?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused because it just says believe. If I was in this seminar and they said, and this next one, believe, and then other people were like,
I'm an atheist.
Yeah, that too. Because you, if you're telling me to be religious, off. I don't believe in that shit. But then, like, if they said believe and they tried to keep going, I'd be like, believe in what? Excuse me. And then, but then if I raise my hand, if the lady running the seminar, or guy running the seminar is like, oh, this white guy's got a question. Yeah. But also, a real quick note. I know that this is just what we call other races, but like, do you feel weird when you just say black or Mexican or Asian? Because anytime I'm like, yeah, he's an Asian guy, I feel like I'm being racist. Or if I say, man, this got super kind of Man, we can whatever. But when I say, yeah, he's a black guy, I should, but like if someone goes, is he white? Whatever. If they ask me what race he is, I'm gonna go, oh, he's a black guy. Like describe him. I'll be like, he's a black guy. He's like 6'5", handsome. I want him inside me. Whatever. You know, it just feels weird when you. But so I wouldn't it's just tough. Say like he's black at first. I guess
it's tough because I heard this example. I can't remember where it was, but I was listening or watching something, and they were like, you can't African American. I think we use that term very broadly when we see someone who is darker skin.
Yeah,
we just say African American, but like people have described like Idris Elba as African American, and he's like, he's not American.
Yeah, isn't
from
he
the UK.
Irish or some shit? Oh,
yeah. And so he's
English.
How
British?
Do you describe him that way?
Well, I remember seeing a thing that was like when
African British.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like people, I remember seeing this. It was a TikTok, but it was like, it was a couple from Ireland, and the husband was white and his wife is black, and she goes, when people ask me where I'm from, or no, whenever my husband hold on. Anyway, what people from Ireland say is she's Irish. They don't say she's black Irish. They just say she's Irish.
Yeah.
They don't. It doesn't matter what color your skin is.
No. And
Jesus.
And so
we're preaching now.
I will say no, but I will say there's a guy that I work with, or I used to work with. He moved to another plant, but he's from Scotland, and the company sent out an email. It was a company-wide email talking about awareness of, Black Lives Matter, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And they used the term black people. And he was like, pulled me aside and was just one-on-one. And he was like, did you see the email that corporate sent out? And I was like, yeah, what's that? And he was like, they said black people.
Yeah, that's
and
not,
he was like,
that's not offensive, is it?
Well, so apparently in the UK, that's extremely offensive.
Oh.
So he was like,
I
can't believe that they sent out a company-wide email that said black people.
I guess I'm just confused on like, maybe, again, this might be my white ignorance or whatever, but I don't.
You being aggressive? Oppressive?
Is that oppressive?
No.
I think that's the problem is I'm being an idiot. What's the one that's like you're dumb? Ignorance?
Be less ignorant, for sure.
Yeah. So I just can't help that. Okay, that's who I am. I'm a idiot.
Whatever.
But like, I just want to know what isn't offensive, and if me saying black is offensive, I get called white again. We're white, so that's not supposed to hurt our feelings or whatever. But what am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
If your name is Jim, I'll call you Jim. I'm not going to say Black Jim, of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going to say your name. But anyway, whatever. I just
so is there another?
Silly. Yeah, there's a couple more slides. Let me put my glasses back on. Break the white solidarity, Colton. Okay. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Does that mean break?
You're not allowed to.
Oh God.
Be friends with a white person if you're white.
We need to. Oh, sorry. Well, it was great knowing you.
Yeah.
Close your circles, you idiot. I don't know what this says. In the U.S. and other Western nations, white people are socialized to feel that they are inherently superior because they are white. Research shows that by age 3 to 4, children understand that it's better to be white. I can't remember anything from age 1 to 28.
I don't know.
I'd like to think that when I was 4, I wasn't like, man, I'm glad I'm white.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard friends that say that they were glad that they were born white.
I mean, I'm just glad. I guess I'm glad that I'm alive or whatever. But
yeah, but like I've never felt one way or another like thinking, oh my God, thank God I'm white.
Yeah, there's never been a chance. But then again, there are some things that we go through that black people don't. And there are things that black people go through where they're like, I wish I was white or whatever, which again, I understand that that's probably, we shouldn't be the ones saying it's better to be whatever the hell because we're white. But I've never had the thought because I've never had to I've never had the, I guess it's like not necessarily opportunity, but I've never had that hardship where I was like, I'm so glad I'm white.
Yeah.
But then again, it could be different for black people. So,
and I do understand the thought of like, because I definitely do think it has been more difficult for black people as a whole, growing up in certain areas or whatnot, being profiled by the color of your skin. So I do understand that, but I've never been like, oh, thank God I'm white.
right.
Now I may, without realizing it, just take advantage of, being white and not having to worry about, like, if I'm driving down the street at 10 o'clock at night and a cop pulls up, if he's going to pull me over just because of the color of my skin.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
I guess I kind of maybe but I've never like inherently thought that I was superior because of the color of my skin.
I've never looked at a black person and been like, I'm better than him.
Yeah. And
Because
maybe
I'm not.
some people do think that. I
But
don't know
those
where
are-
there's no like research. Where are you getting this from?
Yeah. YouTube comments probably.
I know, it's just like none of this is backed with facts.
This, and then the last one, just try to be
less white.
yeah.
I mean,
And scene. Look, I can't help it. If being nerdy is white, then I'm not gonna try to be less nerdy. Because
I've known some pretty nerdy people that are not white,
oh,
and I won't.
I won't say what color they are.
Yeah. So,
and then so
do you have anything else from?
no,
from
that's
this?
it. And I didn't mean for that to get so heavy-handed or whatever, but that was I just thought that I was trying to make it silly, but that went into another Black Lives Matter episode. And
Not
look, you
really,
know what?
but
Everybody else but us, okay? We can do whatever the hell we want on our podcast.
Yeah.
And sometimes we like to be a little bit serious. And that's why I'm uncomfortable right now. So I've been holding this in for like 30 minutes. Big old penis. There we go.
okay. Thank God.
Wow. Now we're back to
so
normal.
so
I'm not holding in my big old penis because I don't have that.
Yeah. So can I switch to something else that's a little lighter?
Please do.
And I'm not meaning the color of my skin. I mean, not as heavy. Okay.
Whoa. Stop being oppressive towards fat people, dude. Be less heavy. Jesus, sorry.
I just can't say anything right. I mean,
God.
like I'm
Left. Oh, God.
I'm not right wing. I'm
Darkwing Duck.
I was thinking that. I'm so dumb.
Hey, try to be less ignorant.
Yeah. So
Dumbass.
I want to get into a quick little story. So last weekend, so a couple weeks ago, I ordered a shirt online, and it's a Ken Griffey Jr. shirt. Ken Griffey Jr. was one of my favorite baseball players because he was just so cool. He had like the look, the style. I think he invented the word swag.
Was it the earring too?
He had the earring, his earwing. God,
I've got an earwig. Do you know what an earwig is?
Can't drink anymore.
Do you know what an earwig is?
No, what is that?
It is a bug that
It's a parasite or something.
can dig into your ear.
Oh, okay.
And guess what?
Okay.
Eat your brain,
Cool.
dude.
So
and they're actually nationed to Texas.
Great. So I got this. I ordered this shirt online, and it is a Ken Griffey shirt, and it's his hat's backward. He's got the earring, and he's got a big bubble because he would chew bubble gum and famously like to blow bubbles and stuff like that. So he it's just kind of like the outline of his face, and maybe next episode I'll wear the shirt. But and then on the back it says your favorite player's favorite player. Because dude, everyone loved Ken Griffey Jr.
Dude, the first time I ever knew Ken Griffey Jr. was his N64 game. I forget what it's called. It's like Swingin' Griffey or some shit like that.
He's got that logo of him, like when he swings, he's got that very, like when you see the outline of his swing, you know it's him.
Yeah.
Because he's got a very unique swing. He was amazing. And
He
I loved playing outfield because of him. Like at first, like, you know, when you're in Little League, if you're not good, you go to the outfield.
Yeah.
And so that's why that's the only position I played.
Well, I wasn't in the outfield.
I was
catcher.
a lot. Of course you were. So, so anyways, I got this shirt, super excited to wear it. And that's even coming from a Texas Rangers fan, and the Mariners have been, you know, in the same division.
Yeah.
Rivals, whatever. But I still love Ken Griffey.
He played with his dad, right? Like they were on the same team. That's so cool.
So cool. So
so cool, dude.
So cool, dude. So wore this shirt, and I wore it out to go see my good friend Meegs, and you were invited and you didn't come.
I did not go.
Cool. No, I'm just kidding.
Why didn't I go? Wasn't I supposed to? Oh, I went and hung out with a lady. She exists.
You're just friends, though, right?
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. So then,
yeah.
So then, anyways, so we had set up that I was going to go down and meet her and her husband and their newborn little baby for the first time. So she was our roommate back a couple years ago when I was married.
And that worked out?
It did not.
Oh, really?
We're not currently married.
Oh, yikes.
And
you guys are friends?
She was in like the room right next to yours.
Yep.
And we were all, the four of us were super close. And then even after the split, we still stayed really close with her. And so like we've hung out with her a few times, just the three of us. And
we got our couch from them, actually.
And so anyways, she had a kid a couple months ago, and I haven't been able to see it. Well, she was very the baby. Sorry.
Wait,
she was very protective of, like, with the whole COVID thing, being very, like, didn't want people around.
Have you said the name of it yet?
No, but so Meigs and Sean named their son Colt. And I like to think that the baby's named after me, and I know he's not, but
wait, is he not for real though?
No, they just like the name Colt. But I'm always gonna be like,
yeah.
I mean,
if
so here's the thing: if you hate someone, you're not gonna name your baby anywhere close to that. So I take that as a sign of, she doesn't hate me.
It's not very close to my name.
Yeah. The middle name's not anywhere close either. So
what's his middle name?
Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Got to.
So anyways.
That's pretty badass. Colt Walker, whatever the fuck their last name is.
Yeah.
Stanton.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. CWS.
So I went down.
Chicago White Sox.
I went down and hung out with them. And we went to dinner together. Got to hold Colt for a little while. And then he got a little fussy. And so we were like, well, let's get out of here and we'll go back to you guys' place. So,
wow.
and we can hang out some more because it's been a really long time since I've seen them or talked to them. And,
I've seen them more recently. Well, not anymore, but I saw them more recently before you went down to see them.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Cole.
When
Was she still pregnant? I think she was still pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
So I went over to their house and we're all chilling, laying on the couch. Sean is feeding him a bottle of milk. Oh. And we're just having a good time. You know,
I was
just
like,
chilling.
A bottle of what? Jack
and Coke. Starting them young.
Yes, sir.
And so after he's done, he's just chilling or whatever. And Meigs was like, "You want to hold him again?" I was like, "Of course." So I hold him, and he likes to stand up. If you're holding him like this, he can stand up. I mean, he can't stand up on his own yet because he's only like 3 months old. But
he can't.
No.
God, that kid needs to
do some squats, bro. So I had him like this, like, and he's sitting on my lap, or well, he's standing on my lap. He's got his feet on both of my thighs and just sitting there,
facing you or facing this way.
Facing me, so away
Like
from me.
away from you. Okay.
And so I kind of had him, like I had my arm around him like this, holding him kind of up against my body, making sure that he didn't fall off me, because that is something that would happen.
That's such a like, I don't ever want to hold your child, not because I don't think that they're cute. I don't, but I don't want to drop them.
Yeah, I don't want to be the reason why your kid can't say calligraphy. I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine.
Well, damn it! If Drew wouldn't have dropped him on his head, he'd be able to talk. So
I was wondering if it was my fault that you can't say calligraphy, but I'm younger than you, so.
So as we're doing that, we're just chilling, talking, having a good time, catching up, and it was just so much fun talking about the old days of living in the apartment together and all that kind of stuff. And so he was clearly digesting the food, because I could hear the bubble guts, and then I could hear he went in his diaper. I was like, oh damn.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, Sean went in his diaper. So Colt was just blowing out of his ass, and I was like, golly,
is he
that's
white?
A lot.
Just kidding.
So he was wearing this cute little onesie, but the onesie stops right here. It's one of those that kind of looks like a unitard,
like a one piece.
What? Yeah.
What did you just call me?
It's a unitard. It's like a leotard, but it's. Anyways, so
it's a uniform.
That's definitely a gymnast thing. I was a gymnast at one point.
I know. I want to talk about that at some point.
So I'm just chilling, and I may need to remind some of our listeners that so we had COVID in June of last year, and I still don't really have my smell back. I have maybe about like 20%, but there are a lot of things that I still can't smell. Well,
that's good, because if he shit, then you did hear it at least. You're like, thank God.
But I couldn't smell it, so I wasn't really, whatever. And then there was a random thought that popped in my head. I was like, how big is this diaper and how much can it hold? Oh. And then I peeled away.
Oh, no,
and
dude.
He had shit all down my shirt. And I don't know if you know this, Drew, but...
No. I know what happened to you, but it's still... I don't think I didn't realize that there was shit on you, dude.
All on my brand new shirt that I love. So I don't know if you know this, but I have an extremely weak stomach. Oh. And you should know that, because that's one of the reasons why I can't take shots.
Yeah.
But I have a very weak stomach. And so, like, back in the day, my sister she thought it was pure comedy when I would try to go pick up, like, if one of the dogs crapped inside, like getting a napkin to pick it up, like I would get the napkin and put it on there, but as soon as I felt it in the napkin, I'd be like, and she just would die laughing, and I was like, this isn't funny. And
dude, yeah, when you're disgusted and someone is laughing, you will never be as pissed off than you are at that moment.
Yeah, you're like, stop.
Yeah, like shut.
I'm really struggling here.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that I couldn't smell it, because I guarantee you, if I could smell, I was already like looking at it going,
oh,
just
God.
like by looking at it and thinking about it right now is not a great idea. But
what, the shit on your shirt?
Yeah.
From the child out of their diaper? It was shit.
But if I smelled that, I guarantee you I would have thrown up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I sat there, like we had the towel. We had the towel for him if he was gonna like spit up. I had it like
shit up.
I had it laying across my legs, so if he was gonna spit up. But that was for spitting up. That's not for shitting on me.
Wait, why would you have the towel on down here if he spit up? Wouldn't it have gone like on the floor?
No, it would have been like I was holding him right here, so if he spit up, it would either go down his shirt, or if he projectile a little bit, it would have gone on my legs. So I took that towel.
Didn't think about back end.
Yeah, I took that towel and I pressed it up against me, and for a good.
Did you say anything?
Well, yeah. I told him, I was like, oh, he shit on me. And here's the thing.
Oh, eat shit on me.
So, and you know how it is if
when I get shit on, yeah.
well, so like when we have dogs, and when someone comes over, and if the dogs do something like that, if our dogs don't bite, but if our dogs were an asshole and nipped or scratched you or something, you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
because it's your dog.
Yeah.
And it's your responsibility. So it's like, oh, shoot. So,
well, when
like
you get Whiskey all excited, she'll pee sometimes inside. And then we feel bad, like, sorry, like, I'll get it. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? Because they won't bite, they won't nip, and it won't.
Yeah, but like, and that it's nothing that you did, but because that is yours,
they're affiliated with you or associated with you.
So, so I feel bad, but like, and they shouldn't feel bad, but I know how they feel. But Meigs and Sean, were just like super apologetic, and I'm like, don't be. You have a baby.
Yeah. If anything, Colt should apologize.
Yeah.
Did he?
I'm waiting on his apology.
Did he apologize?
No.
Wow.
He just you looked at me and he just laughed.
Honestly,
like, okay.
I love that kid. You should have shit back on him.
Oh, but so I stood there for a second, and I just like for literally like 5 to 10 minutes, I just sat there and I like was kind of frozen, and they were changing his diaper and running around, and then I was like, well, I probably should do something. Like I probably should. So I get up, and then I'm like, okay, so how am I gonna take this shirt off? So
yeah, dude.
I go to take the shirt off, and I get it off, and luckily I don't have a super clean car, and I keep clothes in my car for some reason. So I had a leftover shirt in there that was in the back that I changed into. But so then Meigs posted the next day. She posted a picture of us from that night, and all of those pictures are from after the shit. We didn't take any pictures before then.
Yeah, because
I have that red shirt on instead of my King Griffey Jr. shirt.
I was gonna say, because you showed me the pictures, and I was like, wait, you took pictures after he shit on you? And he's like, no, I changed after that.
Yeah.
But like, whenever you changed your shirt, did you put something under it, behind your like on the inside, so when you did take it off, the shit wouldn't rub up against your face?
No, so I pulled
or
up.
did you just like pull it like this?
I pulled it up, and then when it was getting close to that part, then I pulled that part up.
Oh.
So okay. It was, I thought it all the way out. I was like, I'm not going to get this on me. So I had to put it in a plastic bag. And then when I came home that night, Greg was doing laundry. And so I brought it in, and then I saw that he was doing laundry, and I didn't want the shirt to just shit to just sit in the living room or
sit in the shit. Yeah.
So I set it on the front porch until he took his stuff out of the washer, and then I did a load.
Dude, imagine if for some reason
after he did a load.
Nice.
Nice.
I was just gonna do what you did earlier, where when I asked you a question, you didn't answer for like 5 seconds, and you went, okay, and then you went to go talk about what you said, because I was thinking about what I was gonna say. I wasn't gonna say anything that was important, that like I'd ever do, but have you ever shit on anybody else?
Anybody else?
Yeah, like, have you ever been the Colt in that situation?
I don't think. Well, maybe when I was a little one. I don't know.
Dude, one time, this was when I was young. I swear this was when I was younger. I know I have so many stories about me shitting, not into a toilet, but one time when I was younger, and I don't know why. I feel like this is the first thing I ever remember happening in my life.
This is your first memory?
My first memory. And of course it has to do with fecal matter, right? I know I was either in diapers and just didn't have one on at the time, or I was in my little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle whiteys or whatever, I'm sure, that I still have. And I remember leaning, as a little youngin', leaning on my dresser, Chesser drawers, and looking out my window at, like, we had like an acre or whatever. We had land, we had money. We had 3 acres.
Yeah,
in Lancaster, Texas. That was probably worth like $50,000 or whatever, and now it's worth like $300,000. And whatever. And I was leaning on my chest of drawers and looking outside, looking at the grass, and just like I think, what is the word? Bewilderment.
Bewilderment.
I was in the wilderness. I think it's bewilderment. Whatever the hell it is. I was looking out with my eyes and I was like, this is wonderment, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking out and I was just enjoying it. And I was like, in my head, I think I was like, man, I got a shit, or whatever you say when you're one, right?
Yeah.
And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to go right here. And I remember just standing and shitting just everywhere. And I'm sure it wasn't everywhere. It was just, behind me. But when that happened, my brother was running up with a toy.
Oh.
To share. And he never shared with me. And he was like, hey, look. And I think as I was shitting, the toy or his hand, because kids don't know about boundaries, clearly, because they shit on you. And I think as he was handing me the toy, it was about I was like up a little bit too. So it was like butthole height. And I shit on his hand.
Oh.
And I turn around to look at the toy and I'm like, I don't want to play with that. There's shit on it.
Gross. Bring me something that doesn't have shit on it.
And then he goes, and like, I mean, he didn't really, but yeah, so I shit on my brother's hand.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a great. No wonder why you guys have had so many issues over the years. You're better now.
Yeah.
But
yep. Some might say we had a shitty relationship when we grew up.
There you go. So all the other things that I have to talk about are more than just 5 minutes long, and we only have about 4 minutes in this podcast. So,
well, then, I mean, the only other thing I wanted to talk about was, I know we talked about it at the beginning, but please, if you haven't, go and watch Randumb Reactions episode 2. The first one, I think we almost have like 800 views on it or something, which is amazing, and we appreciate you for all the views. Again, thank you, like all the new people, for following. It really means a lot to us that you care enough to come over and follow us, because there were some comments on the Girls Getting Hurt page that and this is just an ego thing, because I want 100% of people that watch anything I do to love it.
Yes.
But the comments, the top one was like, wow, this is some really generic content.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. So,
and I was like, hey, and then I was like, 3 negative comments, and then we get like 100 followers in a day. That was sick.
So it's been a while since we've had a large audience. But I think if you remember back in the day when we got like 1,000 views a week.
Yeah.
We had some pretty negative comments as well. So it's been a minute, because everyone that watches our stuff up until this point most people that have watched up until this point are friends or people that follow us on social media.
Yeah.
So people that want to watch it or know that they like us or whatnot. But now, once we broaden our audience, we're going to get into an area where people aren't going to love everything we do. And you gotta be okay with it. That's one of the reasons why, I love comedy, and I've even thought briefly about like doing some like stand-up stuff, very briefly, but I also have a fragile ego, and so if I get up there and people start booing, that would be tough.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to get.
I'm trying to brace for those negative comments, and I don't want them to affect me. I'm kind of surprised that they have gotten under your skin as much as they have.
Well, so at first, again, and we talked about this before. Whenever I first saw them, at first I read them and I was like, man, these them like. My first thought was like, oh God, like they hate us. Everyone hates us. It was one comment that was like, I don't care. It was something like, I really don't care about this content, unfollow or something. And it was one person out of 800,000 people that follow Girls Getting Hurt, there's a total of over 1 million people, which I ain't trying to brag or nothing. But yeah, and I remember seeing that one comment and I was like, okay, shut it down. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, we can't do it anymore.
And then I just thought back, like, dude, we got, again, like a bunch of you who are new, thank you for coming over. Like, seriously, you don't know how much it means to us that we actually get people that will come over from those, because we thought, like, we didn't know how it was going to be perceived. received,
Yep.
accepted because of my dumb brain and I can't think of words correctly. But again, thank you. We love it. Even just one nice comment is great. But then when you get like 1 or 2 or 3 negative comments, you're like, okay, that's please stop. It hurts me. So again, thank you for everyone for coming over. It means so much. And Colton, take over.
Hey, again, thanks for watching. It's we've kind of gotten out of the routine of having a podcast come out every Monday, but we will get back to that.
We're on it now.
I got a computer, so I'm going to be editing some more. I'll probably be editing most of the pod. Well, I mean, we can switch through. I don't mind doing some of the reaction stuff, but so I'm super excited to start helping out there. So hopefully we can put out more content, and I really want to, I'm not saying that anything is going to come from this, but there's no point in doing something half-assed. So I really want to put more effort into doing this stuff, and I hope that you guys enjoy the content that we create. We're going to start posting more, and I know we've talked about this forever, but definitely posting more on Instagram, posting more on TikTok and stuff like that. We've got some pretty fun ideas that we want to post in the near future. So look out for those. Go follow us on those social media network pages, apps, documents.
If you don't already, it's at Really Randumb.
There you go.
And that's Colton, and I'm Colton's friend.
Yeah.
And look, we didn't do this last episode, and I feel so bad because Clancy sucks.
No, he's our boy.
Oh, we like him? Okay.
Yeah, we love him.
So, Clancy, all of your music sucks.
No, we like him.
No, we love Clancy, who's he made is the intro song, which is also the outro song. Also, we've been using his music for the Randumb Reactions episodes. You'll hear him every once in a while between each clip. But anyway, Colton, let's send this shit off. I don't have a can, but you do it and I'll follow you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.